I'm the commanding officer of the Territorial Battle Group, which this afternoon into the evening is going to be deploying here to CFB Borden. The Territorial Battle Group is an entity of approximately 500 people, mostly primary reservists or citizen soldiers who have volunteered to come together from all across Ontario, from 31 Brigade in London to 32 Brigade in Toronto, 33 Brigade in Ottawa. And we're going to be moving here today and sequestering and preparing to deploy in response to a request for assistance from the civil authorities as they grapple with COVID-19.
Well, the Canadian Armed Forces are warning that the public may be seeing an increased number of military vehicles on the roads around the province in the coming days, as 500 members from the Joint Task Force Central are moving here to Base Borden. The Department of National Defence has said that as a part of a whole government approach to fighting COVID-19, members will be moving from their various units across the province of Ontario to CFB Borden. In Borden, these forces will be forming a task force that will be centrally positioned on the base and kept ready to respond to future requests for assistance from the Government of Canada in the fight against COVID-19.
Our mantra is flexibility. So the response is in response to the request for assistance. The response will indicate what kind of help is needed.
The members are volunteers from the reserves and will be on contract with the task force until August. They will be observing rules of social distancing as they travel to Borden, only 2 members per truck, or around 15 on a bus that could carry 60. Once at the base, they will undergo COVID-19 testing and be housed in a section of the base that is isolated from regular activities. How do you handle 500 more people here at a time when you're trying to keep people apart?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, force health protection is one of our critical tasks. Protection of our soldiers is one of our critical tasks. So, in bringing soldiers here and sequestering them here, we're preparing them to launch more rapidly, but obviously there's an element of risk involved. So, what we're going to be doing is instituting force health protection, social distancing measures during the deployment up here while we're on camp. Should there be any incidents of exposure or symptomatic personnel, those personnel are likewise isolated, and those that come into contact with are likewise isolated. The request for assistance flows upward from municipality to province to the federal government and then across to the military. And at that point, the military would deploy an element to support in response to that RFA.
Well, this task force will be available to help municipalities and the province in emergency situations such as flooding or fires. They will not have a role in law enforcement. At Base Borden, Audra Brown, City News.